Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy beautiful Monday unto all of y'all. I hope you are loving the day and you had a beautiful weekend, and you know everything is well in your life. It's a nice chilly day today, not too warm, which is kind of funny because yesterday was a really warm day and it was very lovely, but today, believe it or not, the thermals came out. I'm wearing a thermal layer, which is a little bit of an overkill because I feel like up on my balcony it's always a little bit colder than in real life, you know. But I put it on because it is that time. It's cold. So we came full circle. Back to the cold season, back to freezing your ass off, back to being like layering up and going quick, holding on, you know. It's all good. These things happen. We knew that was coming sooner or later. We got this fella here. He's got a blinker on. Can't tell if he's going somewhere or not, but he's definitely squid life. You know, whatever. It's a sick bike. I'm a big fan. You know, I'm not a big fan of the jacket and you know, pants choice, but whatever. So I don't know. It's a gorgeous day. I'm a little cold. I'm a little mumbly. What are you gonna do? These things happen sometimes. But today I wanted to talk about just the maintenance and the cost of ownership of a Ducati Monster. I have a 2006 620, and when I got it, it had 1,400 miles, so essentially brand new. So I pretty much had it from the beginning of ownership till now, which it has almost 17,000 miles. Here we go. Cold tires, gotta take it easy. Gotta take her easy. Engine braking, twist to the wrist. Twist to the wrist would be mad at me. So, the cost of ownership is quite a lot. Just because it's a rare bike with, you know, only a handful of repair places around New York City, let alone the rest of the country, that are willing to work with these puppies. Ooh, the bike feels fucking great because it loves cold weather. It loves the cold temperature, you know. It's loving it. But from the very beginning, right away, I realized it's gonna cost some money. You know, once you buy the damn bike, I bought it used, and you pay your registration and taxes. You are in for some spending. So right away I had to change belts, which were like, you know, $100 some, and oil change right away, which was I've never paid for an oil change in this bike. I've always done it myself. I guess only when I do like major service they change the oil, but otherwise I always do it myself. So that's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks tops, because it's just you know, less than 20 bucks for a filter, and then 10 bucks for oil, and that's it. Easy, half hour, 20 minutes. But after I switched the belts, it cost me like, you know, I don't know, 50 bucks or something to replace the plastic here on the dashboard. I then changed the light bulb, which is another 20 bucks, but basically I had to do major services. Like the 6,000 mile service was like $800. Then 12,000 mile service was also like $900, which is a lot, but those are mandatory. And I took him to the best shop in the city, where the guy really cares and loves Ducatis. I didn't take it to some impersonal place like Ducati Triumph Spot. Is not very I mean, they don't have as much of a personal touch there. So that's why, you know, it feels a little different. The shop I go to, Moto Pistole, like I email the guy, he replies right away, he tells me exactly what's going on with my bike, which is important. So after the as far as more maintenance costs, I would say like air filters and all that, I mean that's cheap and you change it rarely. That was like 50 bucks for K&N. Tires, I buy Michelin Road Pilots 4. They're my favorite because they're good for longevity and they're good for rain. And I don't remember how much they were. I'd say they were under $300 per pair, $250 for a pair. And I pay about $100 to install them because I can't install the tires myself just yet. The tail chop was $100 bucks, including the little light that you just kind of emotionally have to chop off the fucking, you know, the tail, and then that's that. Not a big deal. I have to blend into here in front of this fucking big ass truck. How's that for fun? Here we go. So I chopped off the tail. Then I also bought, you know, frame sliders. That was like $100 some. Are you going? Then a couple of other mods, I'm sure. You know, the exhausts, those were like $650, and I installed them myself. Mirrors, they're not cheap because I bought like the CRGs, the original ones, not the cheaper ones off the internet, which is totally fine. I'm sure they work beautifully. Then I also changed the blinkers in the front, Oberons, those sexy little fucking things. They were $100 bucks. Then what else did I do? You know, you install the USB charger, the trickle charge, which is important to charge your phone or GPS while you're traveling. You install one of these RAM mounts right here, so you can put on like a phone holder, which is also crucial. What else? I'm trying to think what else I did to the bike besides all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, a big thing I did, which changed the bike dramatically, I think, is install adjustable suspension in the front. I always forget to talk about that thing. It's adjustable suspension from S2R 1000 from a much nicer Ducati, which I kind of like, big fan of, because as soon as I installed this fork, it was a night and day as far as traction goes, and you know, just riding, because there used to be these annoying bumps, because I mean, I guess I gotta adjust it now because it's pretty bumpy now as well, but for a while there was these terrible bumps on the BQE that I would always have a hard time dealing with. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm taking an extra long route today because I'm talking and it's beautiful. Oh, I didn't even need that thermal, but whatever. And the Red Wings, they're performing awesome. I love them. So yeah, the shock was $600. Ooh, which is a lot of dough, which is major cashola. But what are you gonna do? I needed that. As far as other repairs, I'm trying to think what else is there. What else did I do make happen for this little motorcycle here? I think that's about it. That's about it. Nothing major elsewhere on this bike. And there's always you know, little odds and ends that you gotta spend on your bike, you know, like tools and shit, and you know, just other things I bet I don't even remember that I did. And that's okay, because obviously when you buy a Ducati, oh, look at these cobblestone streets, I'm a big fan. Oh yeah, when you buy a Ducati, you're buying an experience. You're not just buying like a, like if you're looking for like, look, I just need a no bullshit reliable commuter. I don't really exactly know if you would go for a Ducati Monster, especially used, because the new ones are even, you know, they're less maintenance, a little bit cheaper to own, I believe. Plus, like all these parts, you know, like I was saying in the previous vlog, this is all like dying and dead stock. Look at this mansion here. We're in Brooklyn. These people are fucking killing it with the mansion, with the real mansion in the middle of downtown Brooklyn. Sick. But yeah, it's like dying and dead stock. So all the parts are extra money because they don't make them anymore. I mean, they do make a lot of new ones still, but those are more for like other bikes as well. Or perhaps I don't know what I'm talking about and the parts are cheap, but I always try to buy parts on eBay and flip them and have fun with them, you know. So, excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I go by? Is it okay? We're cruising. We're hanging out on the old bike today. It's quite beautiful out. I'm a big, huge fan. Oh, look at that fucking pothole. That would swallow a bike. Then we got a fucking gas canister. Woohoo! I should have kicked it. Should have fucking kicked it. Had a chance to kick that can, but didn't. And animal style. So yeah, so everything is a little more, you know, and you got to be, you know, it's a temperamental bike. You know, it's it wants to be massaged and molested and played with. It's definitely not a set it and forget it scenario. So, you know, it's all good, and I enjoy that. And right away, you'd buy a Bible for the bike, but the Bible, the shop manual, which is important because you know, you're trying to know what's going on with your bike. Yeah, that's like, I feel like I bought the shop manual, like as soon as I bought the bike, I bought the shop manual just because it's crucial to know like what's happening on the bike. I can't imagine owning a motorcycle and not having a shop manual, because that's how you don't know how much the fucking parts cost. You're gonna be like getting hosed off at the fucking dealership every single time you take it there, because you don't know. Like as soon as something breaks on my bike, like I like this oil pressure switch. Oh, look at this view. This fucking gets me every time. Like this oil pressure switch, like I looked up the part number online and I was like, oh, it's a $30 part, $20 part. I ordered it right away, swapped it in. Like I'm about to swap out my clutch plates, you know, which is gonna be pretty badass. Because it's always nice when your clutch works and not slips. So yeah, maintenance of the bike, it's definitely more expensive because I've listed some figures there, but it's all worth it. Love this fucking thing. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna, you know, park this guy for the day and just chill out. I'll talk to you later. It was nice to chat about my bike. Thank you for listening. Bye.